We used to do it back in the day on the radio show when we talk about our favourite stretch of road.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know, when I'm in my dreams, I'd be dreaming of different roads and bits and pieces. I don't know where my dreams take me.
I dream of roads that I'd be driving.
Na, na, na.
In me mind I'm driving.
La, la, la.
In the car in the afternoon.
Far, far away.
What's that song?
Through like the curtains. That's a
La,
karaoke
la,
song.
la,
Our dream was certain.
Every dream comes true.
A touch of light, a start of blight.
Wow.
The colours flying in the darkness. I am left alone.
Oh no.
May I return?
May I return
To the beginning.
La, la.
To see your ceiling. For what it means to me.
Tell us about your dream roads.
There's a road when you travel to Portumna, and before you get to it, when you come over, you go halfway from Loughrea and you take that turn off, and then you go on for
Yes,
about
you
6
turn
miles.
you turn right down the skinny road.
Yes, and then there's a bit of bog road. There's
Yes.
a few bumps in the road,
Yeah.
and then you go by a widening of the road.
Yes.
But then as you come up, there's a sort of an S bend of forest and sort of a high
Yeah,
S bend.
but it's not proper forest. It's
Yes.
Quilched
Yes. You
death
know the
forests.
bit. You go up on the left hand side, and I
Yes.
always track. I track my car to hit the grooves of it, and then up over the thing, and then down. And I know Joe Canning's place is around that area, but it's about a kilometre of sweeping. Do you know when you're driving on a lovely bit of road, you're on shitty road, next minute, da-doo, and you're on nice tarmac. Well, there's a sweeping S bend that brings my car like this, and it's open. You can see it. I fucking like it. I had the Charlatans playing there one time.
Oh yeah.
Really loud, and I said that's a lovely stretch of road. Is there any stretch?
Known from now on as the Charlton stretch.
Is there any stretch of road when you're driving that car that you say you know it?
I have something to say about roads.
Go on.
There's less.
No, I'll tell you something now, and
This is
yeah, it's fucking serious, this.
serious.
And no explanation for it, or no fucking change to it, since I can remember being on the road. You're leaving that loan from Kilmartin service station.
Hang on now.
You're leaving that loan from
Yeah.
Kilmartin
From the
service.
old petrol station.
Yeah,
yeah.
Kilmartin,
Kilmartin's, they're
yeah,
fine,
and
fine.
the roundabout to the right.
Yeah, roundabout, and you go the old road to Moat.
Yeah, take a right to the
old
third exit.
Third road, the old
1,
road
2,
to
3,
Moat.
probably fourth exit.
And you're driving down there, and before long, then there's the turn off to Burr and Furban. Good luck to you. If that's where you're going, good luck to you. And there's a big garage, and on the right hand side, they sell Volkswagens
And
or
Audis and
Skodas or
yeah.
Audis or something like
Yeah,
that. Yeah. Final stretch of road. And for as long as I can fucking remember, there's the cunt of a caravan parked up on the fucking hard shoulder. On the right hand side.
Yes.
Beside houses, a cunt of a fucking you wouldn't see it on Father Ted and Graham
There,
Norton
it must be
singing
there
This
30,
is the Sea.
30 years.
35 fucking years. That cunt of a caravan is there. There isn't a for
right.
sale sign on it
You're
or
right.
nothing.
You're right.
Does anybody had any information of what that fucking caravan is doing there and why it hasn't been? Why is it there? Like
And it's on the road.
it's
like.
on the hard shoulder on the right hand side as you're
Must
driving
be
to
Squatters'
Moors.
rights.
There's no one in it. There's no one squatting in it. It's just there.
Why didn't the council take it away?
I don't fucking know. Huh?
Well, we might get some information
And you know
about
what?
that.
Isn't that a nice stretch just after?
That's a lovely old stretch of road. There's a beautiful stretch of road coming out of Turles Pass. I told you this before. I seen boys fucking riding down the Dublin boys on their motorbikes with their fucking tops off, standing up on the bike, and another fella driving at him standing up behind like Kevin Costner on Dancing with Wolves. I told you that. Yeah. What the fuck is that caravan doing outside that lawn?
So anonymous tip. And
You're right. I
people
haven't
can
been
get
on
in
that
touch
old
with us
road in a
and
long, long time.
It's a beautiful road to drive.
Laurita, is there any roads around Mayo? I'm thinking of coming out of Westport heading for Ballina. Is there? I'm coming out of Westport. Where's a nice stretch of road where you can really open it up, good tarmac, and you can have lovely. It's like coming into Ballandine. There's a big old.
Yeah, that's a good old
There's a
road
big
there.
old house in on the left hand side. It looks like a mental hospital, but it was like an old place. To me, it looked like a massive Georgian house way off in the distance.
I
Did
tell
see
you,
it?
there's a slow road that I love. There's a road that you can't fucking drive fast on, no matter how powerful the beast of a fucking car you have. And that's the road from Slane to RD.
Oh yeah, down the hill of Colin.
Down the hill,
Do
just
you ever go down the hill of
beyond. Have you ever heard of a poet called Francis Ledwidge? He was in Status Quo for a
Yeah.
few years.
Colin? And then he
He's
started writing poetry on the
Oh,
side.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's the one.
whatever you want.
That was a poem. That was his poem. No, that was a poem in Mead.
That was
That was
very
a poem
funny.
in Mead in the 18th century. Whatever you want,
18th
whatever
century.
you like, whatever you say your money. You
Whatever.
say, give me your wife.
Yeah.
That was a poem.
Did you see him in Live Aid? Francis Ledwidge, 12 o'clock in the morning, rocking all over the world. Fucking, and all the Africans going,
Well,
rocking
yeah,
all over the world. And I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it, I like it. Delhi crime, la 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 la. But that road forces you to slow down. The trees are so old and thick and wide
You're
and
right.
round and majestic. The fields are so lush. You drive and you come down to the bottom of the hill. You drive past the site where the Battle of the Boyne was.
Right.
But you can't drive fast in it. The road will never let you open her up. The road is
Is she
fucking-
nice, tarmac?
She's holding you. She's holding you.
Is she narrow like? Is that
She's
what-
narrow. The road is like a big hipped woman, just leaning her weight from one side of her pelvis to the other, going, drive up there now. Drive up there now. Slow down, like the rabbit from the Cadbury's Caramel ad. Why don't you slow down and take it easy, posty? And me ejaculating all over the couch. Big hips on her, just go
What about
slow
Tommy? Can you
down.
paint? What have you ever heard of the hill of Colin?
No.
Well, I'm telling you, someday, please God, in this podcast, and we may bring you to the area he's talking about, which
Beautiful.
is majestic. It's ancient
Why
times.
do you, why?
The hill of Colin.
But why is it like if it's a hill? Like there's
No,
hills
no,
everywhere. So
no,
why is it
Laurita,
called Colin?
When you're
like?
coming into Colin,
Fucking stick this knife in your neck.
We've a million hills in Mayo. We see you know
you're
hills.
coming
you're
along.
flatlands,
You're coming
or-
along, right? And all of a sudden, you see the sign for Colin. You come to the
Is
top.
Colin a place?
You come to the top of the hill,
Is that C
and
O L
then
L
the
E N?
car peeps. It's over the top. The
It's
car.
like the part of your body. COLLON.
The tar-
Oh yes,
you
I've
look,
seen a sign for
and
that.
then you look down, and when you're driving, the whole car goes right down at a 90-degree angle, and for about 2 kilometers, you are going down as if you're going down into the depths of the
Is
earth.
it like the
You're
corkscrew?
driving between God's
Your ears
thighs.
are popping and everything, and then
Yeah.
finally you're at the bottom of the hill, and then you have to drive a little bit, and then up the hill into Colin,
Yeah.
up the hill.
Beautiful.
It's spectacular.
So your ears pop when you go up a hill in Meath.
Well, this is one of the biggest hills in the country.
Your brain's gonna pop now in a fucking second if there's less of this guff.
You're
There's
mocking.
hills all over Mayo.
You're
like,
mocking
so.
the
Yeah,
hill
but the hills
of
in
Colin.
Mayo, they're bare, they're poor,
Oh, the
they're
green
kind of.
and red and
Yeah,
Mayo.
There's
oh,
nothing on them. They're
Where I'm
just-
from is called Canuck Moors. So it's a big hill. That's right.
I would say
But we didn't call it, like-
easily. You go down 3 time zones into the hill of Colin, and then you come out. It'd be a different time of the day. It is that depth of a hill.
You drive down there to be Aboriginal fellas waving
Some people
goodbye
can.
to you.
Some people are not able to drive it. Some people really get nervous because you go, oh, well the car, what? And you have to take a deep
And a
breath
fucking
and
mask drops down from the top of the car so you can cope. You can cope with the death.
down. Fucking knock the hill of Colin.
Yeah.
I'll put
So
you.
we'll have to go there someday.
We'll put you at the top. Of it. Yeah, won't
Do
be.
people cycle down it?
You can.
If they want to kill themselves, they
And
take
it takes 3 weeks. It takes you to come up the other side on a mountain bike.
3 weeks. And you can't come up on a race. So you have to
There's
come
a
up on
campsite
mountain
below
bike.
at the bottom.
couldn't. Sure, there was, when the Tour de France was in Ireland, they said no, it was too big.
You knock the hill of Colin. We'll get pictures, visual pictures to show you. Gravity.
Oh, that's what you get for having big fields. You
But
see.
That's a lovely stretch of road, the hill of Colin.
Right.
I think you
What
get-
about the corkscrew? That's a bit annoying, though,
know,
isn't
so-
it?
In County Clare,
Yeah, you have to keep.
But
It's
it-
going
you-
on for long.
you get vibes in particular parts of the country, and you get holy vibes and sacred vibes and bleak vibes. And sometimes you'd be in a place and you'd be wondering why you're feeling sad, and it's not you at all, it's the place that you're in. Like there are parts of the country where I drive through and I go, why am I feeling so fucking ragged and bleak? And it's the part of the world. I think the countryside holds memories, you know, and the countryside offers you different feelings. And there are parts of Meath, God be good to the people of Meath, like there are parts of Meath that are just lush. They're just
It's hard to put your finger on what
it's
it
just deep grass. Like
It's like when you come to Mayo, there's freedom there. You know, when
yeah,
you're driving
and
out
there's
to
mi-
Belmullet
yeah,
and
there's
you're like,
migration,
"Ah."
there's
but that's-
migration.
Yeah, that's like being released into the fucking desert, though. Go on, you're wandering around the sand dunes. I'm free, but there's fuck all here. Like,
Do you ever see one of those Robin Hood movies or Sherwood Forest or those King Arthur days? Like the Mead just oozes fucking oldness and castles and
yeah, it's beautiful.
it's spectacular. It's something there.
And it's not. It doesn't mean the people from Meath are better or the people from Mayo are worse. But you have to acknowledge there are parts of the country that you go in. They give you a particular feeling. There's a particular feeling people get standing in the Highlands in Donegal.
Yeah.
There's a feeling you get down on the Dingle Peninsula. There's a feeling you get in a Seat.
Yeah.
And there's a feeling you get in Athlone.
Yeah,
Athlone
yeah.
is fucking. The colour of the light in Athlone is. It's extra blue on a fine day because of all the moisture in the air from the lake and the broad, majestic Shannon. You know, there's different feelings. There's a feeling you get in Mayo. You know, good feelings in places, but there's bleak,
there are some spectacular places.
there's bleak
in Mayo.
feelings too in parts of Mayo.
But I
you
find
know.
that with Donegal, like for me, South Donegal is lovely, and it's up. When you go up to North Donegal, I feel like maybe it's just because it's like an extension of Mayo, parts of Mayo. You know, you're just driving through this real bleak areas. of
Raw,
it.
yeah, but if you when that bleakness is married to fucking mountainside wildness,
Yeah.
I mean, it stops being bleak and it starts to become invigorating, doesn't it?
Yeah,
It's kind of
yeah.
like, wow,
Yeah, when you see the beauty in bleakness.
Yeah.
it's stunning, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Housing estates can be bleak, you know, and mountains with nothing growing on them can be lush.
I was in Microsoft in Seattle on one of my first ever trips. We were over doing a show in Seattle, and I knew that Microsoft, this was like 2001. We were over in Seattle doing a show. Seattle is twinned with Galway. I was down the fish market. The boys were selling salmon. I wanted to go to the first ever Starbucks. I wanted to go to Sub Pop Records where Nirvana. I wanted to go and see Jimi Hendrix, who's buried out in a place called Renton. So I had all these things to do in Seattle, because to me, back in 2000, Seattle was like fucking Nirvana. So anyway, but we knew Microsoft as first ever office there. We contacted an Irish woman who worked in Microsoft. She was very, very high up in Microsoft, and she was from Cork. And we made a contact with her, and she said, "Come on out to the offices of Microsoft." And Microsoft, this is 22 years ago, 21 years ago. And I walked into Microsoft campus, and this lady met us, and she said, "Hey, Hector, welcome to Microsoft." And I was like, "Fucking, this is class." You're on about bleakness and having pictures and all that. And then she brought me on a tour. My whole agenda on the trip was I was trying to get as close to Bill as I could. And I said that I'd sent in a fax.
Wow.
I'd sent a fax to Bill. She's there, "We're looking into that. Could I meet Bill? Could I say hello? We're big fans of his work in Ireland." But the thing that struck me about that, and I tried to get to Bill. I got to his private secretary outside his office, and she said, "We didn't get your fax," but I was scuppered.
When you were outside his office, was Bill inside in it?
He was in it. He was inside. Bill fucking Gates. Because they had
He was a wall away from you.
He was a wall away from me, and I sent a fax, and I was outside on the camera going, "Tell me, Gap, I could look, you see this jock, man, his hair and wages." I knew that he was opening up his first ever outside office of America was in Sandyford in 1989. He opened up his first ever office in Ireland. So Ireland was special to him. So, but anyway, she said to me, "Come on, I'll show you around Microsoft." And computers were like, "Fuck, this is cool. This is Microsoft." This is before Silicon Valley or any of that. And the thing that struck me there was what she said. "Have you noticed anything, Hector?" I said, "Well, it's very cool. Everything is really cool." And she goes, "Yeah, we've a very cool vibe here, but Bill has asked for something to be at every window." I said, "What the?" She goes, "Have a look outside." And outside everybody's desk, they had a window, and outside every window was a fucking tree. Every single window had a view to the outside world. And it was like fauna and flora, and everyone had their own tree outside their window when they opened it. And that was a stipulation for Microsoft. Wow. So you're talking there about what it means about, I don't know why I brought you onto that, but
Bleakness and
pictures, but everyone in Microsoft had their own window and a tree outside. Nothing to do with the fucking conversation.